Ito ang Intercontinental Broadcasting Corporation. Sa bagong Pilipinas.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
Mindanao Network, right here, right now, as promised. From the news desk of the Mindanao Development Authority, delivered fresh by Mindanao Network, the business and investment news updates. This is the Mindanao Advantage. Our name, our edge.
Maayong buntag, Mindanao. We're all set and ready to hit the road to the Palm City of the South, Tagum City, for the 34th Mindanao Business Conference, the biggest annual gathering of business leaders, policymakers, and forward-thinking innovators from across the island. With this year's theme, Fostering Innovation and Sustainability Towards Global Mindanao, MinBisCon 2025 is set to spotlight industries shaping the region's growth from agriculture and halal economy to renewable energy and business synergy. Tara, samahan niyo kami as we take you on the road to this exciting event. This is the Mindanao Advantage, on the road.
It gives me immense pride and joy to welcome you all to the 34th MinBisCon 2025. Mindanao is a land richly blessed with fertile lands, abundant seas, and resilient people. But more than its natural wealth, the true strength of Mindanao lies in you, the entrepreneurs, leaders, and visionaries gathered here today. Your presence is proof that growth of Mindanao is not a dream for Mindanaoans alone. It is a shared mission for the whole Philippines. This year's theme, Fostering Innovation and Sustainability Towards Global Mindanao, speaks to a very heart of our journey. Expect exciting plenary sessions, engaging panel discussions, and meaningful networking. Expect bold ideas that will challenge the way we think and fresh partnership that will move our businesses and our entire island in the region forward.
I would like to extend my personal thanks to the Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Philippine Chamber of Commerce of Industry Mindanao for the successful staging of this Mindanao MinBisCon 2025. Going to a conference which will host business leaders, policy makers, stakeholders from across Mindanao and beyond that will contribute in shaping the economic future of Mindanao. There is no way that I will not go and be there together with these people. For over a decade, the Mindanao Development Authority and the PCCI in Mindanao has been partners in fostering and advancing inclusive growth, regional competitiveness, and investment promotion across the island of Mindanao. Through MinBizCom and a series of strategic trade missions, we have cultivated a resilient alliance of local industries, one that continues to unlock opportunities and potentials that amplify Mindanao's voice in the national development agenda. This year's conference comes at a pivotal moment as Mindanao accelerates its transformation through landmark infrastructure and policy reforms.
MinBizCon is an annual event, where we gather not only the business sector in one place, but also the policymakers. So it's an annual event wherein we get to touch base, review what has been happening for the past year, policies we need to pursue so that we will have a more competitive business here in Mindanao, and to also promote economic development in Mindanao. This is also a chance for us in the business sector, especially from the chambers of commerce. It's a reason for us to gather together, and we also get to network. See what's going on, how we can collaborate, how do we push Mindanao, can we do things to promote Mindanao and push for more economic development and investment here in Mindanao.
For today, there are actually 3 plenary sessions. The first session is about bridging borders. How do we ensure solidarity among not just within Mindanao but outside of Mindanao? We want to make sure that we are able to bring and sell the products and services of Mindanao, not just the products and services, but particularly the companies and the people who compose these companies, so that we will be known not just as a maker of quality products and services, but also to showcase to them that we have full of talents here in Mindanao.
As a business leader in Region 12, coming to the MinBizCon has opened up not just opportunities and networks, but even inspiring stories from all the people I've been able to meet through the presentations of Minda on the macroeconomic landscape of Mindanao. And at the end of the day, it really gives me, the participants, a better understanding of the opportunities, challenges, and how I think we can all work together coming from business, the private sector, in really pushing Mindanao forward and not always depending on Manila, but really taking matters into our own hands and finding solutions together as a community to push progress, push investments that lead to job generation and a better Philippines. Mindanao's growth is hinged, I believe, not just on what's outside of Mindanao, but really from within, which is the core competency of us as businessmen. As MinBizCon has become an important event for us to take stock of all of the positive developments, the challenges. At the end of the 2 or 3 day conference, we all leave knowing what needs to be done, what needs to be pushed, and what areas of focus we have to address to continue pushing for the development, ensure our businesses are successful and competitive, and at the end of the day, have a positive outlook for the future of Mindanao.
Speaking for the European Chamber and for the consulate I represent, which is Finland, cross-border partnerships are seen as catalysts for growth. No? So foreign chambers are not only conduits of trade, but also platforms of trust. And by linking Mindanao-based enterprises with investors, technical experts, and policymakers abroad, these chambers facilitate foreign direct investment in agriculture, infrastructure, and digital industries, encourage market access for Mindanao's export products, bring in the best practices and global standards. Dito na papasok yon product certification. And that is very essential for us to succeed if we want to penetrate larger markets. The most important thing that I really will stress to everyone else, and because this is everybody's business, it is a question of framing the right story of Mindanao. Why? Because doing otherwise can trigger serious misinterpretation of what Mindanao is all about. The global collaboration that I see here is really grounded on realities. Let's just have some real talk and real sense appreciation of what Mindanao is all about.
we in the business sector, we want it to be a land of opportunities. No, it's not promise, it's about opportunities. And we have seen that Mindanao has a lot of natural resources. We also want to show that Mindanao is an opportunity for not only the locals to invest, but there is peace, no? There is stability for investors to also invest. With all the plenaries that has been going on in the MinBizCon, they're chosen carefully to reflect on what opportunities are there for Mindanao. No? So like this year, we have innovations and technology in farming.
So we're looking at empowering farm agribusiness, cultivating investment-ready agribusiness MSMEs, and amplifying investments and exports. Investments and exports grow in the farm agribusiness sector. No? So I am seeing a lot of things here. There's a series of activities that will offer the farm MSMEs an opportunity to showcase themselves as a viable investment location and partners in the agribusiness sector, as well as a competitive and reliable source of agri-fishery products.
We need also to include the marginal farmers by doing training, doing specific innovation specific to the region. We need to include what are their existing practices. We need to encourage knowledge transfers and community engagement, and also the human capital development. So again, let us harness technology to secure the future of our fisheries by as much as possible trying to innovate and implement Aquaculture 4.0. Thank you.
There's a lot, especially with the advent of the halal economy. You know, in our earlier times, we only know halal as stamped on the products and services. Like we usually see it from the imported snacks that we get from Malaysia or Indonesia, and now it has expanded. We know that halal is a certification. It is a standard like that of ISO. And if you are a business who truly believes in the concept and the results of halal certification, then you have an expanded market. You have an expanded opportunity, because by the time you have a thorough understanding of halal, you will be able to take a look at, I should innovate as a business so that I can expand and offer that opportunity to those who need halal businesses or halal products and services. Like me, for instance, I just knew recently that there are already halal financial solutions and services. And then, in fact, if you dig deeper into the insurance business, there's takaful that is similar to halal. In the Philippines, I believe, we have to work together. We have to innovate also the modules that we offer. Like, for example, we know that DTI is a forerunner in the halal. And then, of course, we know that BIMP, IAGA, no, they're really good at it. But how about those who are not there? Those who are not in the region? We should know and work with them so that maybe we can improve on our education system, like especially those universities and colleges who are offering hotel and restaurant management. We can work on that. And then, in fact, halal is also true in terms of financial services, as I said earlier. Cosmetics. There's already halal industry that is operating now in terms of cosmetics. Not just that, the agriculture, because our livestock also eat food in the same way that we eat food. So it's a chain of opportunity that we can have with the halal economy. There's a big market for halal. And what is the opportunity for Mindanao? We understand our brothers and sisters, especially our Muslim brothers and sisters. So there's no way that we cannot integrate halal system in our business processes, in the way we do businesses here in Mindanao.
When it comes to our experience as a halal certification body, we existed since 2006. And our first client is based in Davao City, an exporter of processed fruits. That was during the time when there were no laws governing halal accreditation of halal certification bodies. But alhamdulillah, for our clients, they are both suppliers of domestic products and services. So these are dressing plants, slaughterhouses, producers of products, even food and non-food products. I think we have grown at least a bit.
I am a private company, but I work together with our partners, TCBIC, so Tagum City Business and Incentive Center, and also the LGU, City of Tagum, through the good heart of our City Mayor, Ray T. Uy, and also, of course, our very own Tagum City Chamber. So you can already see here at the Tagum City LGU level, there's already private. All of these companies are private. Private and TCBIC and LGU together with the PAM City, or rather the Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And then we go up. We partnered with MINDA, the Mindanao Development Authority. We also partnered with the Davao del Norte Province. And of course, the DAVNOR Business and Promotions Investment Center. So you see, this is a full private-public partnership endeavor. So we created a very cheap and affordable e-commerce that any entrepreneurs can use. And so far, we're able to do it successfully. In fact, in the MinBizCon, the registration portal, including the website, is the solution that we created way back during the pandemic. We just updated it every now and then. And the result of MinBizCon today is actually from the efforts that we did during the pandemic.
The Mindanao Development Authority, recognizing the need of development here in Mindanao, signed an agreement with the PPP Center. By, I think in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, we will be launching the PPP Center together with the Mindanao Authority here in Davao City. So business leaders like you, partnering with LGUs, no longer have to go to Metro Manila to process your papers. Magbubukas na po ang PPP Center here in Mindanao. And complemented by the Create More Act and the Public-Private Partnership Code, these reforms signal a clear priority from this administration, making the Philippines a more attractive, transparent, and efficient destination for investors. I therefore encourage all of you, MinBizCon participants, whether from the business sector, from the local government, or development institutions, to take advantage of these enabling reforms. Now is the time to bring forward bankable projects, forge new partnerships, and pursue innovation for development with a shared goal of putting Mindanao at the forefront of national development and national progress. Ito po yung palaging sinasabi ng ating presidente. Ang kinabukasan ng Mindanao ay kinabukasan ng buong Pilipinas.
I cannot help underscore the importance of having conversations between business, being able to liaise with departments of government. Minda is always here. These conversations actually bring out very important learnings. We call these business intelligence, compare experiences, spot opportunities that we businessmen, whether you're small, medium, or a large corporation, can actually look into for possible investments. In these conferences, we also invited companies like Meralco, who have provided interest about how these local chambers can actually spot challenges in their local distribution utility companies and see how partnerships with larger firms can help improve the quality and reliability of power, which at the end of the day has been the biggest factor for the slow development of many areas in Mindanao. So if we look at the map, we all want to see Mindanao at night shining bright, not just pockets of communities.
Progress is only possible when we work together with a shared purpose. At Aboitiz Power, we actively cultivate partnership with a wide range of stakeholders, from government agencies to international energy players to local communities. Through these collaborations, we aim to combine our collective strength, overcome barriers, and accelerate the transition to clean, inclusive, and sustainable energy. Our goal is clear: for the Philippines to have abundant, reliable, and sustainable energy that powers inclusive growth.
We here in Mindanao are at the crossroads. Palagi kong pinasabi pa ulit-ulit, we are at the right time in the destiny of Mindanao. Never have we experienced this level of peace and order that we have here in Mindanao. Ending a long decades old debate on what should come first. Peace and order or development? That debate has been answered for us. Almost all regions in Mindanao have been declared practically insurgency and CTG or communist terrorist group free. That debate has long ended for us. Now is the time for development to come in.
The message I would like to share for delegates attending the MinBisCon is keep an open mind, because everybody thought Mindanao is only about agriculture. Don't just look at agriculture. We have to look at what opportunities are there in each industry. And if it's along your line of business, then it might be an opportunity for you to expand and even grow your business. For the non-Mindanaoans, take a look at Mindanao, touch base with the different delegates who are attending. The delegates who are here from the private sector are mostly from the Chambers of Commerce. The members of the Chambers of Commerce are business people who are really looking also to see what is there for us to invest in, aside from our own industry.
As businessmen, we always look at risk. We always look at challenges ahead, and we always ask ourselves, what can we do today to prevent those challenges, events from happening tomorrow. So one of which that has been a recurring theme has been the power crisis that is coming. Time and time again, we hear the warnings already, and I think we have to ask ourselves today, is something being done? Lobbying, making noise does help in moving that needle forward. So at the end of the day, we all benefit and the economies grow, which in the bottom line leads to more employment for Mindanao.
So these are the things that the conference brings, ideas, networks, business network, informations. And of course for the government, who is also in the best interest that we have a robust economic growth, then what policies should the government implement so that we become more competitive? It means leave the business to the private sector, but we need the right policies to grow. So that is my message to both the private and the government.
The only thing that keeps us is the learning that we get from here. And I am so happy to say that we have also raised the bar of our spotlighters. So who are our spotlighters? So you can see all of these private companies are our spotlighters, because without them, the 34th Business Conference would not be possible. So you can see here, I know that you'll have a time to showcase our partners and sponsors, but on top of that, they are here with the commitment, because maybe you have seen them presented their companies, but on top of that, what have they that they can offer more in terms of innovation and sustainable, renewable, what else? All the inclusive growth as far as Mindanao is concerned.
Together, we can turn Mindanao from land of promise into a land of fulfillment. Together, let us commit to building a global Mindanao that shines as a beacon of responsible progress, resilience, and hope. Let us show the world what Mindanao can do. Let us show that Mindanao is not only ready for business, we are ready to lead. We are ready to innovate.
Once again, congratulations to your successful MinBiscom. Mabuhay ang Mindanao, mabuhay tayong lahat, at mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Good morning.
And that's a wrap for the 34th Mindanao Business Conference here in Tagum City. We've seen bold ideas shared, partnerships formed, and opportunities unlocked, all aimed at building a more innovative, sustainable, and globally competitive Mindanao. Catch us on our next stop as we bring you stories that build a better Mindanao. This has been the Mindanao Advantage on the road. Our name, our edge.
Get ready for the ultimate Mindanao adventure. From mastering Siargao's famous waves to trekking Bukidnon's wild terrains and diving into Mindanao's vibrant sports traditions. Plus, discover how to get there, what to pack, and where to stay for your next adrenaline-fueled escape in Mindanao. Thrills and travel tips, all right here in Mindanao. This is action-packed. Only on Mindanao Network.
Mindanao Network. Right here, right now. As promised. Oras na para sa Mindanao Network Hour. Our Mindanao on IBC 13.
Now, let's step into the studio and see the workshop in action.
Stop. When talking about our students, let's start with the young generation. The young generation is actually more inclined on the digital world. In fact, this school also was inspired when multimedia arts students or those who went directly into graphics without doing any traditional art, which is holding a pencil instead of holding a tablet pen. They went here to experience what is it like to do the actual. So actual oil paints, actual drawing, and even the smell of oil paints or the 4D world or the 3D world.
Yung iba, parang first time nila maka-encounter ng oil painting medium. So, like, for me, parang na-amazing ako na after nung 5th session is makagawa kagad sila ng like yung realistic form, realistic painting.
Next is that we also have students that are actually professionals. So when they put art in their lifestyle, it's just like another world for them. So sometimes they deal with logic all the time in their office or in their career. But this one is another out-of-the-box thing kind of work. And also, we also have students from other courses, from other schools like engineering, architecture, or courses in literature, in marketing. They also join these classes because, again, the school and the atelier believes in the interdisciplinary. That even if your course is not fine arts, it's essential that you also know or learn about art. So we are planning, and actually we already started that bringing in foreign artists, also artists not from Davao, who's gonna contribute their knowledge and for the evolvement of the art here in society. So that's actually our future plan. Yun, yung art kasi, well, artists actually, the produce of artists, yung art na ginagawa nila would actually depend on the environment that they are in. When I was in Manila, nagbago yung art ko, diba? Tapos when I'm in Davao naman, iba na naman yung so it reflects your environment, which is actually good. There is like a fusion of that experience. So an artist with an experience on a different environment comes here to Davao and fuses all what you've learned, then creates a new art. Art is always an evolution. Artists evolve because they evolve as a person. Normally, when an artist have just one style all the time for so many decades, it's because of no evolution going on the person or on the art itself. So, kailangan ng artist talaga mag-evolve. And that is what is exciting. You have to really be creative and explore, even if you're already 60 years old or 70 years old. Like the masters, they have different art, different era because of the different places that they go. Ina-absorb nila yung environment, ina-absorb nila yung society. That's why we also are inviting artists from outside Davao here, so that they would immerse and then produce a different art based on the environment that they are in. Actually, when some artists are complaining that there are so many artists already, and then that like, they lack education, not like us, they're always complaining that there are many artists. But the thing is, isn't it beautiful when everybody has a touch or part of the life? When there are more artists, meaning our society is already in much of our society is in touch with their soul, which is actually that's what we need. Building this city, Davao City, we need to build this and we need to connect with our soul, spreading art and making art as a lifestyle or part of the lifestyle of the people here in Davao. Well, to be honest, as an artist and as a mentor, one thing that I discovered, in fact, I discovered recently, that your journey to art is all about how confident are you. So recently, that has been our motto. In order for me to be able to teach a student, is more really of building the confidence. So it's just like us. When your confidence is built, then you would pursue that journey. I think the best thing that I would pass on our students as a mentor.
Art is an extension of the soul. Galda's Atelier reminds us that when artists are grounded in the fundamentals, they're free to express without limits. So wherever you are in your journey, keep creating and keep learning. This has been Alampat. Until next time.
The Mindanao Network Hour. Our Mindanao on IBC 13. Mindanao Network, right here, right now, as promised.
In a world where numbers often intimidate the many, one defies the pressure and creates a domain of her own. This episode of Bayi takes us to the story of Dr. Mayan Mata, a local rapper turned outstanding young scientist whose rhythm echoes through the arithmetics, proving that brilliance flows wherever passion meets purpose.
I am Mayan E. Mata. You can call me Mayang. I'm a professor of applied mathematics in the Department of Mathematics, Physics, and Computer Science, and a founding director of Mindanao Center for Disease Watch and Analytics, or the DIWA Center. Well, I've always had interest doing ACADS ever since. Like, I really studied well. Gina-ensure na ko nga tako ko grades. Actually, favorite yun ako ang math. I think that's the only subject nga makasabot ko kaayo. I've been a math quizzer before. I joined mga quiz bowls. I even tutored mga Philippine Math Olympiad na mga contestants. I was also a tutor of Mathematics Trainers Guild in the past. Pero when I reached college, I realized nga gusto ko mahimong musician. You know, in University of the Philippines, we're taught to have this freedom of expression ba. I used to be a local rap artist here in Davao City, yung Davao Tribe na band. Kami tong nagpauso sa kanang mga Bisaya rap. Bibo yung ito na season sa akong life.
Who would have thought that this young lady who used to sing her heart out is now the busiest at research centers and classrooms?
Pero there was this one professor who encouraged me to pursue a teaching career. Ningon siya nga, I can see that you can really have a better life if you're going to teach, and you can touch more lives kung magtudlo ka. Ano sa ba ang defining moment? Undergraduate, when I was 4th year BS Applied Math student diri sa UP Mindanao. Kasi my thesis was on how do we measure the diversity. Actually, we already know that na ay way to measure diversity of communities. But in the event na ang communities kay lahi-lahi gyud kaayong taxonomic differences in terms of yung species composition, the main question is unsaon yung pag-visualize po ng diversity nga ni. Challenging na siya nga klaseng pagtulunan, I would say. Moto nga nag-develop me og method on how to do that. And then dito murag na open ang akong mind na possibilities that I can really take if I'm going to study this very carefully. So, ng applied mathematics magod, it's very different from pure math. Kasi sa pure math, the goal is to create new theorems, lemmas, corollaries, create new mathematical objects. But applied mathematics people don't really care much about creating theorems. We use those theorems to solve a real-world problem. So we're like the bridge between pure math and other disciplines. May nakog ka ng usara siya ka subject na imong i-learn sa classroom, pero it's actually more than what you learned in the classroom. It's actually everything. If you treat mathematics as a language, you will see na if you just practice the language, you will enjoy the language, and then you become more adept and you become more excellent even sa imuhang pagbuhat sa mga studies nimo.
After finishing my undergrad, gi-recruit ko nga mag-teach diri as instructor. Then after 3 years, I flew to United States to do my master's degree in applied mathematics. And then after a year, kasi 1 year lang yung master's ko, nag-PhD dayon ko sa University of British Columbia sa Canada.
Doc Mayan is one of the many women who broke the mold in STEM discipline. But in tables where intellect is measured by gender, she carries the weight of polarity on her chair.
Actually, gender difference in Western countries. There was this time na experience ko na ako nga I was giving a lecture or a seminar. Kasi mathematics community dito sa West, mostly male-dominated siya. So, experience yun ako, how is it like to be in a room na tanan lalaki, ako ray babae. For some reason, di na ko magets, pero murag gusto yun na ko nga best of the best of the best ang ako ang pagka-present. So, wala na ko na-realize nga kato di ay kay murag tungod na ay gender difference. I feel like I'm exerting more effort compared to them. Kay mapansin ako sila kung mag-present, kay murag chill lang sila, relax lang sila. It seems like murag ilaha lang ning gipreparahan ng ilang presentation the night before. Ang sakuha murag gipreparahan yun ako kung presentation like few days before the actual presentation. But in fairness lang sa ila, because they have this sense of respect. They respect you, so they will ask good questions. And there I saw how amazing and cool mathematics is. So dito na ko na mas na-appreciate ang akong mathematics kasi when we study mathematics, mostly textbook problems lang na, di ba? And so I took it parang a mission when I come back here sa UP or sa Philippines nga ako ang i-establish na klaseng community. Kung ibalik ko dito, 2017 ko nibalik After a year, I got involved in a project. I was invited to be one of the project leaders of a research program called Stop Rabies Research Program. Murag kato siya, murag nag-open og door for me to see nga pwede din ako magamit ang modeling technique sa pag-solve og rabies situation. Moto nga isa to sa mga na-realize na ako nga kaning mga inani nga mga klaseng questions nga very relevant sa public health, like mga public health crisis manager na makaya jud siya solve or makaya siya figure out. Nag-forming interdisciplinary applied modeling lab. Ako ang nag-found ana diri initially when I started like mga 2018 na siya, 2019. Tapos when the pandemic hit, that's the time nga nagkaroon jud ko kung baga opportunity. So, pero mas niigting ang ako ang passion na niabot ang pandemic kay mas naging known ang ang field na mathematical biology. Isa to sa nag-open sa akong door nga nakarealize ko nga kung mugamit lang ko og mathematical modeling para i-project ang number of COVID cases, para maghatag og technical advice sa Department of Health Davao Region. Ito na ko nakita nga dako gyud kog pulos as a mathematician, akong journey as a mathematician. Realize na ako nga if you just look at the world as a system, di ba? Sistema siya na ay nag-communicate ang mga components sa sistema sa isa't isa. Everything can be studied kung kasabot na ka sa sistema into, like, translate it to a mathematical language. So
mathematics is beyond a cold feet feeling that every student gets in class. It serves as a bridge to touch lives and solve real-life problems in scenes that aren't often seen at the forefront. Up next, Dr. Mayan will share how Diwa Center was birthed, aimed for the public good. Bayi will be right back. Previously on Bayi, Dr. Mayan shares her journey in becoming a mathematician. While others indignify the symbols, she spoke every paradigm as her own. Now, she has transformed it into something more tangible, more reaching, and closer towards the community. A center that cares for the underserved. A center that serves the people.
More than publication na ang akong gusto mahitabo sa ako ang research. Gusto ko nga my research can touch lives gyud. Ang amo lang gusto mahitabo is magamit ning amo ang pagka-bright nga ma-communicate siya sa public properly. So dito na nag-steer na nga ako ang direction hantud naabot na ko sa point nga I will found a center So I will establish a center, and that center, the Mindanao Center for Disease Watch and Analytics Center, the DIWA Center, I'm going to establish that center because no one thought to come up with that kind of center.
Hello everyone, welcome to our very humble building, the DIWA Center building. Na-communication ang duha ka hospital. So naami project na nga DOST funded. And then napod mi project on pet registry, pero this is taking it to the next level kay naami rabies dashboard nga gina-maintain pud karon sa tech dev team. So diri makita ninyo nga nakita niyo ni nga kuan o dako kayo nga trophy. So we got this recently kay na-awardan ang DIWA Center sa Gawad Pangulo sa pinakamahusay na administratibong unit.
I think na ako responsibility as a young professor and a scientist, I have to do something, and at least in my own little way, ma-recruit na ako itong mga fresh grad, and then ma-develop sila, ma-improve sila. Mao na siya akong gina-hope nga through DIWA Center, sa akong mentoring, all the more pa nga managhan ning mga brilliant Mindanaoans, I would say, mind ang word na Mindanao, to pursue a STEM career and really use yung knowledge and whatever innovations na ma-create out from those knowledge nga mas magamit siya sa komunidad. Kaya importante gyud na ang komunidad ang matabangan gyud sa imong ginabuhat na research.
Brilliance, compassion, and humility. These novel characteristics made her instrumental to the community. Her mission to always give back to the people in the grassroots is a testament why she has been hailed as the 2025 Outstanding Young Scientist.
I didn't expect this award. I didn't expect that I would win this kasi this is like parang feeling na ko long shot siya ba, dili na. I don't think kaya na ko. Prior to receiving that award, I was on the verge of giving up as a scientist kasi the reality here in the Philippines is that the scientists and researchers are not well supported. Example, the bureaucratic system. Grabe ang ilang resilience. Pero maingon ko, too much na. Kailangan na atay established na system nga ang kaning mga parihaan think tanks of the society should be supported well. Pero amazingly, I received that good news that I was one of the awardees of this year's NAST Outstanding Young Scientist. And I was like, wow, this is very prestigious. So then I felt that it's like the Almighty is telling me, I'm confirming that you're called for this kind of work. Please don't give up. Because if you're going to give up, lisod na kayo mag-raise og next generation who will have that same spirit as yours. Bonus lang yun sa tinuod lang. Malipay ko kay naay ingon ani kay it adds to your credibility. Pero it will not add to your confidence. To be honest, I am more scared now. I'm more scared because I'm thinking if I can still sustain this kind of service that I can offer to my fellow men. Dapat na-alay mindset lang jud nga magtabang sa atong komunidad. By the end of the day, di ba? Natay pananagutan Accountable ta sa atong mga isig katao. I'm actually hoping to focus more of my energy sa pag-atiman sa DIWA Center as the founding director kasi I'll be holding 5 projects. And then I would like to mas mag-connect or strengthen akong connection with the Modeling Infectious Disease in Southeast Asia Network and our network in Oxford and all other international networks. Kasi isa sa akong gina-envision that the center will become a health innovation hub in Mindanao. Well, I just hope that every woman in Mindanao will learn to pursue their dreams, will choose actually not just learn, but will choose to pursue their dreams in whatever way they can.
Her place in the mathematics and science discipline reminds us that there is a space for every woman, wherever they are meant to be.
Ako, nangandoy lang ko sa una. Isa ra ko sa mga tao diri sa kalibutan nga nangandoy, nga mutabang, pinaagi sa ako sa STEM, sa akong career. And then eventually nahimo ko kung kinsa ko karon, pero wala gyud ako na-predict. Mahimo ko kung kinsa ko karon.
From equations on paper to real-life solutions, Dr. Mayan's excellence show us that math can create concrete measures for the community, ways that mend broken structures in the society.
Walang babala ang lindol. Kung nasa ganitong sitwasyon ka, alam mo ba ang gagawin mo? Narito ang ilang paalala para sa iyong kaligtasan kapag may lindol. Huwag magpanik, maging kalmado. Gawin ang drop, cover, and hold. Lumayo sa mga bintana, salamin,